Welcome, new Jamberry consultant. I am Christy Tyner, and if you are receiving this video, that means I am somewhere in your upline. So that means I am totally available to you. Your sponsor and team manager, I'm sure, are amazing. But in any case, I am there. Do not ever hesitate to message me or ask me any questions. My sole purpose for making this video is because I've seen too many consultants come in very passionate with so much potential in this company and then fizzle out by their second or third months. And they think I just didn't have the right personality for direct sales, or my market was saturated, or some other reason why it just doesn't work for them anymore. And usually the reason that they failed was because they weren't given the steps to success. So that is what I want to do here. I want to help you get off to a fast start, to hit your Jamberry fast starts, and to see some of the amazing potential that you can have with this company right off the bat. So with that said, I'm going to be giving you a step-by-step process, and I need you to make a deal with me. I need you to do the work, okay? I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give you scripts on what you can send to people when you ask them to book a party. I'm going to give you the steps. I'm going to tell you who to ask to book a party. I'm going to give you all the trainings you need throughout this, but I need you to do the things, the little tiny tasks that I ask you to do, okay? So, we're in this together. First and foremost, you have got to be sure, okay? Be sure of your product, be sure of your company, be sure of yourself, okay? The number one mistake I see new consultants make is they're unsure of their product. The first time they have a customer come to them and say, these things just fell right off, they don't work. You get this little pit in your stomach and you think, oh my gosh, maybe they don't work. Maybe I was just lucky and they don't work for everyone else. There are thousands of women who love their jams and use them every day. The product works. There is a reason why Jamberry is the #1 growing direct sales company in the industry. The product is awesome, all right? The company, be so sure of our company. We have an amazing company. Our CEO is the biggest teddy bear family man. His #1 concern every time he speaks to us as a group of consultants is Jamberry making your life better or worse? He wants to make sure our lives are being enriched and blessed by this company. So please know that the company adores you and knows that you are the workhorse and appreciates all your work. Our company has also developed a motto of, we make it right. Throughout the years, it just kind of happened that anytime there was a website glitch or shipping debacle or anything that could go wrong in business, Jamberry has just stepped up and said, we will make it right, whether it be making it right with the consultants, making it right with the customers. So be confident that they've got your back and you're never going to go through anything and they say, sorry, too bad. They're going to say, we're going to make it right for you. So be very confident of that. And the last thing, being sure of yourself. I know you're sitting here thinking, I just joined this company. What did I get into? I don't know how to host a party. I don't know how to throw a party. I don't know how to do any of this. And that's what this video is for. I want to provide you with all of those steps. So be sure of yourself. You can do this. There's no special personality you have to have or no gifts or talents. You're smart enough. You're talented enough. You're good enough. You can do this. So just follow the steps. One of the main things we have to do right when you sign up, like you signed up today, we're going to do this today. We're going to book 6 parties at least on your calendar. I know this is kind of a scary thought and you think, well, I just want to throw my launch party and see how that goes, and then I'll throw some other parties. And I'm telling you, that is the wrong way to go about it. You are going to take forever to get started. So it's one of those kind of sink or swim things. You jump in and we teach you how to swim and you will succeed, okay? So I want us to get at least 6 parties on your calendar, and you want to fill up your calendar to book these 6 parties right off the bat. So first of all, if you just do 1 party a month or maybe 1 every couple of weeks to start off, you never quite get over that initial nervousness. You know, you're going to stand up in front of a group of people and present this for the very first time. You're going to have some anxiety about that. You're going to have some unsureness. So I want you to get so good at this. In your first month, you're going to knock out 6 or more parties, oh my goodness, you're going to be a pro. And so I want to give you that in the beginning, all right? And then number 2, you want to come across like, this job is fun and easy. And so after you knock out that nervousness, all your other parties are going to just be like, oh wow, this is just so easy. We're having so much fun. There's no weird tension in the room. I can do what she does. This is a recruiting tool. If you can show them that this is just fun and easy and anyone can do it kind of thing, they're going to want to sign up and do your job. And then lastly, we want to put as many parties on the books because statistically it's going to give you more PRV. It's going to give you more hostesses and bookings. It's going to give you more recruit opportunities. So this is going to give you everything you need to hit all those fast starts, to start promoting, to get all of those rewards that you're looking to get and to have success early in your business. So one of the keys to this is to definitely make sure you pick from diverse groups of people. So you don't want everyone that you ask to be a relative, because then a lot of the same people are going to be at those parties. And then once you exhaust those parties, you're done. You're kind of stuck. You want to get into every different people group that you can. You want to get in with coworkers and church members and relatives and friends. And that way, when you get to those parties, they're all different groups of people. That's a ton more circles you can get into and book parties in those circles and recruit in those circles. So we definitely want to stay away from kind of going down all the same path and getting all relatives or all friends. I want to introduce you to Frank. Frank is about to be your best friend. Frank is an acronym that stands for the different types of people in your life. Like the F stands for friends. So in just a minute, I'm going to ask you to pause this video and I'm going to ask you to write down 3 of each of these. Friends, that's our F. I want you to write down 3 relatives, that's our R. A is for acquaintances, that can be coworkers, church friends, somebody who's not quite in the friend category. N is for neighbors, so whether they live near you now or they lived near you when you lived in California or across the state lines. The beauty of online parties is that you can host anywhere. K is for your kids. So any kind of connection you have with a woman through your kids, whether it's you both have a kid on the soccer team or it's just your kid's best friend's mom. All right. And so that's going to take you about 10 or 15 minutes to write down all those people. After you're done with that, I want you to take another 10 or 15 minutes and mix up those letters. So instead of just your friends or your relatives, I want you to think about your friends' relatives. Maybe your best friend's mom could throw a party for you. Write her name down. Or maybe your relative's friends. Maybe your mom's best friend would throw a party for you. Write her name down. So take another 10 or 15 minutes and just mix up that acronym and see how many ladies you can write down. And with this video, I sent you scripts. Text message scripts, phone call scripts, email scripts that you can send each of these people very quickly and just ask them, hey, want to throw a party for me? And all you have to do, send these messages and wait for the replies to come back. So pause this video right now and go do that. All right, girls, now that you have your text messages, emails, phone calls made, and you're waiting back from those potential hostesses to see what they say, I want to go ahead and prepare you that no is okay. If they say no, it doesn't mean they don't like you or even that they don't like your product. It just means they don't want to host a party. And that is totally okay. Every no brings you closer to your next yes. So it's okay if you get a no. The next thing I want to go over with you guys is something called calendar blocking. So if you will either get out the calendar you already use or print out blank calendar online, they're everywhere. I want you to get out the next 2 months. And I want you to grab a highlighter of a certain color. Maybe yours is pink or blue, but use that same color every month so that your eyes is trained to recognize it. And so let's say you're going to use a blue highlighter. Use that to represent your family time. I want you to go through your calendar and mark every important day that month that needs to be set aside for your family. So birthdays and anniversaries or your daughter's recital or your son's t-ball game. I want you to make sure you are keeping what's important first in your Jamboree business, and your family is important. So block out those days, and we will not use those days for Jamboree things. We will just use those for family. One of the keys to being successful is to not let this overrun your life, to keep your family first. So block out those days. Go ahead and highlight them. Now the second thing is I want you to grab a green highlighter, and I do want this one to be green because it's going to represent money. This is your Jamboree business. These are the days or hours that you're going to set aside just to either work your business or to host parties. And so I suggest 2 days a week to start off, especially. Highlight Tuesdays and Thursdays or Mondays and Saturdays. And those can be the days that when these hostesses start to get back to you, you can say, hey, I have this opening on my calendar. Let's throw a party. If it's an in-home party, you need to schedule about 2 or 3 hours to set up, mingle with the guests, throw the party, and take down. If it's an online party, it may be going on for 2 weeks, but maybe just for 1 hour that night, you can log on and have an interactive game with your party guests. Some way to be present in the moment with your Jamboree business. So go ahead, pause this video, and block off your calendar. All right, you are officially done with your first Jamboree training. I hope you did the work. If you do the work, you'll see the results. Before I let you go, I want to leave you with a motto that I really want you to adopt for your Jamboree business, and that is never let success go to your head and never let your failures go to your heart, because you're going to have both in this business, and it's a marathon, not a sprint. So just keep pushing through and you will see the results.